Hey guys, it's Fusion Shinobi here, and welcome back to another video. This is actually the first video I've ever done that's like this. I haven't done anything like this on my main channel, and I haven't done anything like this on this channel for sure. So, this video is going to be talking about the top 5 bloodlines in general in Shindo Life. That's going for PVE and PvP. I'm talking about the bloodlines that you should be using no matter what, alright? There's basically so many bloodlines that you could be using in this game, and you're probably thinking, well, what's the best? What should I really shoot for? When do I know I've actually hit a good bloodline? So, I'm going to be telling you guys the top 5 best bloodlines that you can currently get in Shindo. Now, this is my opinion, as always, so if you disagree, that is totally fine. But this is what I currently think you should be prioritizing in Shindo Life. So, at number 5, we're going to have Ryuji Konichi. So, if I was to go here and look up Ryuji Konichi, right here. There's also Ryuji Platinum, which is like a variant, which you can no longer get. But Ryuji Konichi is basically so crazy. It's so crazy. But it's at number 5 because it takes such a high skill ceiling to actually use. It's basically something you have to know how to use combos with. I mean, you don't necessarily need to, but it's so good for combos. It's so good for taijutsu and stuff. And when you're near death, you basically get revived. It's crazy. It's actually a really good mode, and I think it's still in the top 5, but I don't quite think it makes the top 4 because it's just so... It's so hard to grasp, alright? It's more of like a skill ceiling that you have to practice to overcome. It can potentially be in the top 3, but it just takes so much to actually understand that I'm not going to put it up there. Okay, the next one is something that could really go either way, but I think it'd be either Gaiden, which just came out, or Forged Rengoku. Now, I tried Forged Rengoku, and a lot of people say it's so busted for PvP, and I can see why. It's basically super annoying to fight. It's super hard to fight. And then, like, it basically makes you invincible in some of the moves. It can be put inside your normal move slots. And it's really good, but it's just not quite as good as Gaiden, I feel like. Now, I'm not saying that, like, Gaiden's way better, but I feel like they're about on the same level. I've been trying out Gaiden's moves, all of them. I'm trying to unlock both Sengoku and... Not Sengoku. I guess it is Sengoku, isn't it? Yeah, it is Rengoku style, but it's, like, the Sengoku version. Anyways, the moves are actually really strong. I don't think they're the best because they have such a long cooldown, but if you can get them in like a genjutsu and use it, I think it might be actually really good. The mode is also amazing. Modes are something I'm incorporating. It has to have a good mode to be in the top 5, because if it doesn't come along with a good mode, what's the point of even getting it, you know? But I feel like those are pretty even right now. For PvP, they're really good, and for PvE, they're really good. So honestly, overall, really amazing. I wouldn't say they're the best for PvE, which is like player versus environment, you know, killing bosses and stuff, but it's really good for PvP. So those are really good. They both drop from bosses. I guess, actually, now that I think about it, this one does not. Gaiden does not drop from bosses, but you can get the mode from it. That's what I meant. Anyways, moving on to the next one. The next one is actually going to be Narumaki. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Narumaki? You think that's better than Forged Rengoku? Yeah, actually. And you wanna know why? I'm talking about either 6 paths version or the normal version. I have both of these maxed. I do not have the second stage of 6 paths, but I'm really trying my best. I know how strong it is. It's really good. The fact that, like, with Narumaki... Whoa, wrong move, what the frick? Okay, whoa. Okay, as I was saying, with the original Narumaki, you quite literally get the most busted mode that I can think of. At least one of the most busted. Look at this. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. But look at those stats. That is actually crazy. That is higher than the Tentashian mode with, like, Tailed Beast. It's actually that good. 4,000 Taijutsu, 4,000 HP, 3,500. It's, like, so insanely good. It's not even funny. So, for both of the, like, 6 paths and normal Narumaki, they have crazy modes. But that's not all. Their moves are also really good. I'm going to showcase that in just a second when I respawn. Their moves are also amazing. Narumaki 6 paths has some really good combo potential, where you can basically just hit your enemy and stun them into a crazy combo. Where the original Narumaki has more just brute force damage, right? So, like, this one's my favorite. It's the Spirit Barrage is the final move. Look at all that. Look at all that. I'm not even in a mode and it does a ton of damage. Tons of different effects going around all over the place. It's really good. You saw I did like 50k damage there on the bottom left. But like I said, you do more when you're in a mode. And there's other ways that you can do this. There's different ones. And 6 paths arguably has better moves in a way. But either way, either one of those is definitely number 3 because they're good for PvE and PvP. I think the mode is honestly super worth it, so definitely worthy of number 3. Now, this is where it's going to get really different. Everybody's going to be like, okay, so what's your top 2? It kills me to say this, but number 2 is going to be Bankai Akuma. And that's not because I'm sad that Bankai Akuma's up there. I'm sad because it's not number 1. I love Bankai Akuma. Alright, you can go check up other tier lists. People have said Bankai Akuma is amazing for ages, and it always has been. It's the Itachi bloodline in the game. And the reason why it's so good is I literally was the master of this crap. I don't even want to hear it. I don't think anyone was better than me when it came to using Bankai Akuma and auto dodges and stuff. I was literally the king of that stuff for so long. But I eventually quit. I'm not going to equip it right now. But essentially, you can use the auto dodge, and I think it's actually better than the Riser auto dodge. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to keep it short, but basically, a lot of people say that the Riser auto dodge is way better because Riser has a genjutsu. You're wrong. You wanna know why? Because in the Riser, like, auto dodge, you can't use any moves. And that really limits your versatility. Sure, you can use a genjutsu, but I don't think it's as good as just using Bankais. It lasts longer in Bankais, and you're able to actually use any move you want. You could charge your chakra, you could use any move that you think is necessary, shadow clones, just stuff from your tailed spirit. Anything you think is necessary, you can do in that time period. Where Riser, you're kind of just limited to only using a genjutsu. I don't think that's that good. And not to mention, you can use a genjutsu while you're in the Bankai Akuma. You know what I mean? So I really feel like Bankai is better with versatility. A lot of people just go, oh, so Riser has a genjutsu, it must be the better auto dodge. But I don't think they're right at all. I saw Variety J say that in one of his videos, and, you know, the guy's really cool. But I personally disagree that Riser would be the better auto dodge. I will fight anyone on that to this day. I really love the Bankai Akuma auto dodge. Its attack move isn't as good as the Riser attack move, but it's still really good. The genjutsu is insane. Bankai is basically so old. It's like an OG bloodline. But it just holds up so well. It's so good. It can basically overcome no matter how strong the opponent is. They can literally have a move that does 500k damage, but if you have an auto dodge or a genjutsu, you're good. That's why Bankai Akuma is so good. The mode's also amazing. I really recommend getting Bankai Akuma. Once again, it's this one. Bankai Akuma, you can get it from dungeons now. It's no longer available the normal way, and it may come to the shop. I think I've seen it come into the Rell Coin shop before, but I can't say for certain. Either way, I don't think it's like the number 1, and the reason why is because number 1 is Xeodokai. I'm sure you've heard about this. If you played the game for a slight amount of time, Xeodokai is just iconic. And the reason why is because it's so good for grinding bosses. It does so much damage with its move. It's terrible for PvP. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best for PvP. But PvE, it's crazy for PvE. When it comes to killing bosses and stuff, this thing can one-shot most bosses. There's so many combos that have been made that actually could just kill a boss in one shot. It's so good for PvE, it's not even funny. So I feel like it deserves number 1, because if you're just a player coming into the game and you're wondering what's the best bloodline that you could possibly get while you're in the game, it's Xeodokai, because it's going to help you grind so much faster, it's not even funny. You'll be able to get any bloodline you want, basically. You'll be able to level up anything you want. You'll be able to do so much more. You can kill tailed spirits quicker. Xeodokai is overall the best bloodline. Now, if you're looking for best PvE, I would say Bankai Akuma. If you're looking for PvE, I'd say Xeodokai. That's literally just facts. And it's crazy because Bankai Akuma is such an old bloodline. You would think some of the newer stuff would top it, but I really don't think it does. I really don't think it does, because like the way I used to PvP is I would use a tailed spirit, which is like a Z mode, and I wouldn't use the Bankai mode because I just don't think it's as good. I would use a tailed spirit mode, and basically no matter what fight I got in, I had the stats to back me up, and I had really defensive moves to block all of their strong moves. And then I could just basically chip at them with some Rasengans and whatever else they instant cast. You don't actually have to use hand sign moves because they're slower. For instance, if I was to use, pretty sure, we'll just say this one, my in move. It's really strong, but it does have hand signs, and that can be interrupted. Where Rasengans is just instant pop, boom, really strong. This instant pop, boom, like your Q-spec on the tailed spirit. There's so much that you can use in your advantage. It's quick, it's deadly, you're able to get away fast. I literally am unbeatable because of that. Maybe not so much anymore as I used to be. I haven't PvP'd in a while, and I gotta rebuild my loadout. But every time I do PvP, I still never get defeated because I know exactly how to use auto dodges perfectly. Like, I've just been the master of using tailed spirits and Riser and Bankai Akuma to their fullest potential. It's crazy. You should go watch my videos in the past. Literally, it's almost unbeatable. I've never been beaten. I think it's just too broken. I feel like it's been nerfed a little bit now, but it's still insane. But if you're looking for the best PvP, Bankai Akuma. If you're looking for the best PvE, it's going to be Xeodokai. So, that's it for this video. That's the top 5 Bloodlines in Shindo Life. Let me know what your top 5 is. If you disagree with me, feel free to let me know. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Future Shinobi, signing out.